Hi everyone, it's Beck here, and today I have a layout for you that I've created for Scrap FX using some of the new released products for October. Today I'm going to show you how I've used some of the new stamps in a way that I haven't used one before. I'm quite happy how it turned out. So I've started off using a primer paper from the Forever Green collection, Nature's Bounty, and I've pre-primed this with clear gesso. Also, I have the Spring Bud Chipboard, the Delight Midi, and the Blooming Bird Chipboard. And here are the stamps called the Poppy stamp. So I'm starting by deciding where my photo is going to be placed and just marking out with pencil. So what I decided to do is use some gelatos and kind of draw on the stamp, colour the stamp in with the gelatos. You don't have to be too careful with this, I did go over the lines a little bit. But as you'll see when I start stamping, I'm not really trying to get a really crisp image on this one. I'm just trying to get the colours on my paper. So I just colour in all the sections a different colour. You can use the same colour if you wanted, but I wanted to go with the rainbow effect on this one. So I spray it with water and then I just start stamping. So it gives a really cool kind of effect, and if you put too much water on, you kind of get a bit of a blob, but that's alright. Let's mop it up, and then I do the same with the big stamp. So the gelatos that I've used today are in the colours kiwi, banana, red cherry, raspberry, cotton candy, and watermelon. Again, just spray with water and then just stamp on. And if they start to kind of run out, just give them another spray with water. And I really liked how this one turned out, so I think it's going to be one of my new favourite techniques to use. Then I decided I wanted a few splatters, so I've just drawn on the gelatos onto some plastic, spraying it with water, and then kind of splattering it on with a little paintbrush. And just go through all the colours one at a time. And then I also use the gelatos to colour in my chipboard pieces. I've pre-primed these with white gesso. I think that with the gesso you get a bit of colour from the gelatos than if you put it onto the raw chipboard. It just gives a brighter colour. So all I'm doing is I'm just putting the gelatos on the wee dots, and then I'm blending this in with my finger. And then I'm just doing the same with the Blooming Bird piece of chipboard. I'm just colouring all the wee intricate pieces of detail up in the wing, different colours. Again, blending with my finger. If you find it's having trouble blending, just put a little bit of water on your finger and it blends a bit smoother. And I've decided just to ink the edges for a little bit more detail. I'm just using Distress ink in Vintage Photo. I think I use this Distress ink on just about everything I use. It's one of my favourite colours. Next I've taken a piece of the Prima wire thread. Just got white, but I've decided I wanted purple, so I've just drawn some of the purple gelato on top and I've just blended that in with my fingers. I've taken some of the Scrap FX stencils. So first off I'm using the Words of Wisdom stencil and I'm just putting that on with some of the Finnabar light paste. And just drying that with my heat gun before I add a second stencil, and this one's the Random Dots stencil. So once that's all dry, I'm going to start embellishing. So I've put the wire arrest around the edge of one of my photos, and I'm just propping that up with some cardboard. Sorry, my glue got the tip stuck, it was clogged. So I just put a couple of bits of cardboard on there just to prop it up so I can put some photos underneath. And then I've put my flowers on. I had a little pile of flowers set out that I'd kind of decided on earlier. And I just had to try and remember where I wanted them to go. And I had to try and get that bird to sit in the right place. So I just put a couple of little bits of cardboard underneath, just so we're sitting evenly. And then I glued on the rest of my flowers. And for the light word, I've just used that Tombow glue. It's quite good, it's got a really fine tip, so with the really delicate chipboard it's good to glue it on with that one and don't get a big glue mess everywhere. I just decided to cut that flower in half, it was too big. Next I'm just going to put on some extra bling, so I'm just using some of the Satin Crystals by Prima. That one is from the Bella Rouge collection and this one is from the Timeless Memories, I think. And then you've got some Bella Rouge brads, and I just kind of break off their little legs and glue them on. And those are some brads from the Archivist collection. Again, I'm just snapping off the little legs on them so I can glue them on. Next I've decided to add some microbeads in, so I've taken some of the Finnabar microbeads, and that's in Blush and Pollen. Now I'm doing the grass and the splash colour. So I've just added them around my page just to add a little bit extra texture. And I just put some on the bird as well. The blue ones went well with that colour, so I thought it looked good. I'm all finished, so thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you, bye.